is Waxwork on our 31 spooky movies of Halloween. A group of snotty, privileged, horrible, condescending, awful college students are invited by a mysterious man to visit his waxworks one night, and I don't even care what the supernatural hook is. This mysterious man and his waxwork of horrors can have him. I never thought I would say this, but we found a movie that actually has a cast of characters even more insufferable and annoying than the idiots from Night of the Demons. Okay, fine. It turns out that rather than being a boring old wax museum, the Waxworks is a boring old cursed wax museum, where the college students become trapped in the exhibits, get chased by famous monsters of literature in the silver screen, and could end up dead in part of the exhibition, unless of course they survive, which is logical, I guess. Waxwork bills itself as a horror comedy, but forgets to be scary, which is fine, I guess. I mean, at least we still have the humor, right? Except we don't. We don't have humor at all. This movie has the exact same plot you would see in a Disney Channel original movie, only the cast is twice as old. Seriously, change nothing except putting the characters in high school and add a song by Selena Gomez, and it's a Disney Channel original. A bad Disney Channel original. I mean, we're talking about Teen Beach Movie, Lemon Mouth, and the live-action Kim Possible bad. But it's not a Disney Channel original movie. This is a movie made for adults, made by adults who should have known better, so let's talk about it! Waxwork seems to want to be some kind of horror tribute, putting its victims in werewolf movies, vampire movies, and having them go up against the Marquis de Sade and the like. You know, the greatest monsters that the public domain can offer. But the movie's low budget hampers any attempt to make any of these settings look any more impressive than something you would see on a soap opera. What's worse, the acting in these stupid little vignettes are the stuff of melodramatic community theater where everyone on stage is a prima donna between their shifts at the Circle K. The acting just isn't bad. It's laughably bad, the result of bad readings and bad choices, which is actually one of the few laughs that this horror comedy actually managed to muster. Waxwork is an awkward little film. Not really because of the budget or the inexperience of those behind the curtain, but more because it doesn't know what it wants to be. It's so torn between trying to be scary and trying to be funny that it ends up being neither. It just kind of persists in this continually dull state of existence. If anything, this movie is the depressed man at a party trying to be the fun center of attention, but everyone knows he's in pain and they think it's just sad. Have you ever heard of a horror movie ending in a brawl? Yes, an actual brawl, where old men fight movie monsters? Watch Waxwork and you will! Yes, children, that's the climax! A fight between old men and monsters that drags on and becomes sillier and sillier, but paradoxically less and less funny as it goes on. It's just one final dump truck of boring boorishness loaded into your lap at the last minute. Waxwork isn't the least little bitty bit scary. It only manages a few laughs and contains characters who are spoiled, mean, and awful, the kind of characters you're not going to root for. It tries to be self-aware, but only ends up annoying. It tries to be silly, but only comes off as stupid. And what's worse, it wastes a cast containing such legends as Patrick McGee, David Warner, and John Rhys Davies. How do you waste someone like John Rhys Davies in such a boring movie? It should be a crime, that's what it should be. And that's really it. At the end of the day, Waxwork is just a boring movie. Just boring. And out of any sin that a horror movie could make, being boring is the worst. Actually, I guess a Serbian film committed an even worse sin, but we don't talk about that movie. I suppose if you're looking for something so cheesy that a cheetah in sunglasses may harass you for a taste, you can give Waxwork a look and add it to your 31 spooky movies of Halloween. Because I'd rather not. But, you know, you do you.
Thank you.